Hi, I'm Kathy Jaskolski, and I'm coming to you from a little lake here at Evergreen Lake at Oak Openings. And today I wanted to address the topic of anger. And I'm noticing when I say that, I almost immediately feel a contraction in my chest. Because anger has been my go-to emotion for most of my adult life. The best way I can describe it is it was this octopus-like black energy in my belly that had tentacles that went to every part of my body, my mind, and my emotions. And so it seemed impossible to untangle it. And it took an enormous amount of energy to keep it hidden. And it was so powerful that it would pop up at a moment's notice when things got out of balance for me. Some would call it rage. What I'm excited to say is years of practice of yoga, both the asana on the mat and the meditation pranayama off the mat, counseling, and lots of time in nature, that octopus of energy, that intense force of energy is no longer there. And it also happened as in all those facets of support, I went back to the stories that had created the anger and embraced it, and also allowed it to flow in appropriate ways, so that and befriended it. It wasn't working for me to try and hide it or push it aside. So I had to befriend it. So what happened with that is, especially in the last couple of years, that octopus isn't there anymore. And not having to control emotion that is that strong, and emotion is actually energy in motion, not having to control energy every minute of every day, I'm less tired, and my life is much more easeful and joy-filled. Having said that, in the last couple of weeks, anger has come back into my field of awareness again. And this may be happening for many of you, maybe for the first time, or maybe again, you'd put salve and loving care and compassion around your anger, and it wasn't really on the surface. But boundary issues that come with intense change, like we've gone through with this COVID-19 virus and all the implications of it, we're being invited to step back out into the world. And what I'm noticing is anger is arising around the fear that's been instilled, particularly making us see each other as contaminated or something we have to stay away from. And that concerns me because I love so many people in the world and I just want to be connected with them. So my suggestion to you, what you can turn to when you're faced with anger, is the opportunity to befriend it. I often go for a walk, and as I'm walking, I may even stomp. I may stomp rather than walk, and invite the earth to help me hold my anger. Not to take it, but to help me hold it. You know, she's so loving and caring and giving. Here, help me hold it. And I'll walk for a whole walk. And if I'm lucky enough to be alone, I'll, scream and talk about what is frustrating me. Journaling helps. Meditation helps. The movement of yoga, moving my body and noticing where it's stuck, helps. So anger is an incredibly intense emotion. And for most of us, it's pretty familiar. And so when it comes up, sometimes we just want to jump on that intensity wagon and ride it because we know it. And yoga invites us to pause, take a breath, go for a walk, journal, share with a friend, notice what boundaries are being violated. And then you and only you can make the choice to move toward more joy and more freedom by letting anger teach you what choices you need to make next. Whew. Taking a nice deep exhale into that. If this video touched into or is familiar to you in any way, feel free to share it with your friends. Thank you so much. Namaste.